Bert's been taking his boat off the north coast of the island and dropping his homemade pots for the past 42 years. There's not much anybody can tell him about the business of fishing. Bert will also tell you modestly that he's probably the finest willow pot maker in Great Britain, let alone the Channel Islands. Despite the availability of modern pots, which are lighter and stronger than their predecessors, Bert still prefers to make his own. The manufacture of a willow pot is intricate.
For the last 40 years, I've been making these willow pots. I started at 15, and it been like every winter, getting up in the morning, making pots throughout the winter while the willows were pliable. In most parts of the country, it is a dying art. Willow pots is made in the winter when the sticks, the willows, are pliable. You could make willow pots in the summer, but the willows would have to be soaked for 2 or 3 days. When a pot is made, the last finishing part is the bottom, which have to be made of bigger sticks or laths to take the battering they get on the bottom, on rough rock and rough ground. In order to make the bottom as strong as possible, the willows are interwoven like trellis work. The young fishermen of today, they have all this coralline and nylon netting. They can make 9 or 10 pots in a day, where with willow pots, to make a good strong willow pot, you'll make only 2 in a day.
The pot Bert's completed is one of about 20 he'll make in a single season. He also prepares wire pots for lobsters, which are very simple to make and take very little time. But the fisherman is really a perfectionist. His pots are made with intricate care and with comparative cheapness. Bert can construct one single pot for as little as 30 shillings, while shop pots can cost as much as £4. But there are advantages in the new models, as even Bert will admit. For a start, they're far lighter in the water, which is worth a lot at the end of a tiring day at sea. They also fold up, which makes for easier boat storage. But when it comes to the actual business of catching shellfish, Bert will tell you that his pots beat everything. Each of the necks on his pots are painstakingly designed to ensure that this is so. If they weren't, Bert could never afford to be in the fishing business at all. Bert LeNoury will very likely turn out to be one of the last of the old-time pot makers. With his departure will come the end of an era. It'll also mark another chapter in man's gradual rejection of his basic manual skills.